Welcome back to Amp It Up. I'm Donna Bowling, your host, and today I'm doing one of my episodes where I have TikTok live going right now. I've got my Rodecaster, of course, recording me on the podcast, and then I am also recording on Riverside.fm for video content for YouTube. So I've got like a little bit of a studio here. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try to be an amazing multitasker as I check some comments that are coming on in, as I make sure that all the tech is working, and I give you about a 10-minute episode. That's about all I'm gonna give you today about the top 10 reasons that you're not showing up on video. And the reason why is because if you've been following me on social at all this week, you know that I have my new program. It's called Show Up on Video. It is a 3-month coaching program that covers TikTok, it covers Instagram, it covers live video, and it covers YouTube. And we're going to go over all the tips, tricks, hacks, technicalities, ideas, and kind of accountability about creating all this video content. The reason is there's no such thing as a business without video content anymore. As you guys know, video content is incredibly important. It shrinks the distance between you and your ideal client. It gets you to your people without feeling like you have to jump in the DMs. If you're not showing up on TikTok, you are missing out majorly. I say this all the time to my TikTok audience. I am saying this to you guys. I also tell everyone on Instagram and, of course, my clients. The reason being is that TikTok has an algorithm unlike any of these other apps where you can just post some content, and what happens is your ideal audience is literally finding your content by accident. They're not finding it because they're seeking you out. They're finding it because the algorithm pushes you and your content to people that are not following you, that are completely needing you. It's crazy. That's why so many times people say, oh my gosh, Donna, you're on my For You page. And you're exactly what I was looking for. I needed this today. So anyway, I've been asking a bunch of people over on Instagram, TikTok, over in my group programs, on the podcast, what are the reasons that you're not showing up on video? Because a lot of you guys want to show up on video, know you have to show up on video, but don't really know how, what, all the details. So today we're going to talk about what the top 10 reasons that you're not showing up on video in no particular order and what we can do about it. And then if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you'll see that I have a TikTok series all about this and a Reel series all about this. So I'm kind of just like hitting you up from all the sides on why you're not showing up on video, because to me, it's the most important thing you can do in 2022. And we're already almost in June. Holy hell. Okay. The first is that you don't know how to position what to say. So you have the ideas in your head and you don't know how to turn this content idea into a little short form video. And if that's the case, you have to think about it this way. You have to write down your ideas. So the first thing I do is I brain dump my ideas on a piece of paper. Well, I use the Notes app on my phone or my computer. The next thing that I do is I start to take people through the journey. You have to realize that you're talking to people that are struggling with something, right? They're struggling with an issue and you're there to solve that problem. Whether it's even just to make them laugh, it doesn't matter. There's a problem that you're going to come in and solve it. So usually it starts off with some sort of a hook, which in my course, I'm going to give you 50 of the best hooks that you can use. It's going to start with some sort of a hook. Then it's going to go into a little bit of a background, like why you're posting this video, the issue that you see is happening all over the place, etc. Then you're going to go into the tips, the tricks, the teaching of it. And then, of course, you're going to wrap it up with some sort of a call to action, whether that's follow me or check out this new video or comment below on what you think. Share this, save this, etc. So there's kind of like a little bit of a formula that you take people through. The hook, the background, the teaching, the call to action. Okay. Now it makes it a lot easier to take these ideas from your head and implement them into content. The second is finding a hook. How do you find a good hook? How do you know what to say? Well, lucky for you, if you come in to show up on video, you will get access to 50 of the best hooks. But also, the best thing I can tell you is do market research. And by that, I mean go onto other people's feeds. Watch other people's TikToks and Instagram reels. See what they're doing, especially the people in your industry. If you see what they're doing, you can say, hey, if they're doing it and I'm watching and it's getting a lot of traction, let me write that hook down. Let me see what other people are saying and then let me apply it to my business. So if someone says, here are 10 reasons you're not showing up on video, you can now say, if you're a health coach, here are 10 reasons you're not losing weight. Get it? Okay, another one. You don't know how to get people to engage. So this comes down to, how do you get people to watch, like, and comment on your content? If that's the case, I'm going to tell you, there's no magic trick, but the goal here is to create some sort of conversation in your content. So some of my most popular content was a 1-sentence video that is a little bit controversial. Not actually a controversial statement, but there's people on both ends of the agreement, right? There's people that believe in it, there's people that don't believe in it. And so it's going to cause a little bit of a discourse, a little bit of conversation in your comments. And what's so cool about those kinds of videos is when you start to get a lot of comments and conversation in your comments, you can now create another video based as a reply to one of those comments. And then it just kind of adds to everything. Okay, another reason you don't want to show up on video is because you don't want to dance and you don't want to point and you don't want to lip sync and you don't want to do all these trendy things. And guess what? If you know me at all, you know that most of my content is not that. There is absolutely no reason that that should stop you, because there is no rule in any book that says you must lip sync, dance, or do any trending music, trending sounds in order to create video content. In fact, I'm going to go as far to say, don't do that. I actually believe you shouldn't create content based on trending music. You can, and I do it sometimes, but it's not going to cause the follows. Let me tell you, I did a lot of those in a minute Lizzo dances just because they were so much fun. Got a lot of views, did not get a lot of follows. It's actually not the best approach. Here's another reason you don't want to get on video is you're self-conscious. You don't like the way you look. You don't like the way you sound. You don't look like, you don't like the way that you speak. You don't like the background in your house. You don't like your hair. You think you look chubby. You think that your skin has too much acne, whatever it is. Trust me when I tell you, it will never get better. You're never going to look better. You're never going to feel better about the way you look. You're never going to all of a sudden one day wake up and say like, wow, I am amazing. If you are lacking that confidence, the only way to get through it and the only way to beat through that confidence issue and error and struggles is by creating more content. I know it's going to sound crazy. Get to the place where you stop giving a crap. Like I used to record myself using my phone, like when I was walking down the street, and I'd be petrified that someone would see me. And now I don't give two craps, because once you do it, you just start doing it and it's not even an issue. So start to create content not liking the way that you look, sound, etc., and realize that after a while you actually will start to get over those fears and get over those concerns. Okay, we're going to move on to the next reason why you're not showing up on video, and that's because you think you missed the wave. You missed the TikTok wave. And I'm going to say this again. I am live on TikTok, so I am waving hello at a couple of my friends that are jumping on in, and I'm going to hit up the comments right when I'm done with this. But if you feel you've missed the TikTok wave, I'm going to just share something with you. I started posting on TikTok pretty regularly February of 2022. Beginning of February of 2022. As of today, it's mid-May of 2022. That is 3 months. February, March, April, and a little bit of May. And I have 17,000 followers. That isn't even that big compared to how much you can grow on TikTok and how fast. But the point is, it's 3,000 more followers than I have on Instagram. And I've been on Instagram for 4 years, like every single day on that account. So the fact that you feel like you're not able to grow because you're past the wave is completely not relevant. Like you can start today, you can start in a week, and you can still grow really, really fast depending on your content and how good it is. All right, a couple more. You feel like the tech of it is just too hard and too confusing, and there's no way that you're going to be able to understand how to edit and how to add the text and how to get the right music and get the timing right, etc., etc. All of these things are things you can learn. All of these things are things I teach in my courses, but also you can just go on YouTube. There are so many ways to learn how to create TikToks. If 90-year-olds are out there creating TikToks, which you know they are, there's no reason that you can't. And the same goes for Reels and YouTube. Luckily, we live in a time where anything that you struggle with, there's something called Google and there's something called YouTube. And you know what? There's something even called TikTok that you can go on TikTok and search all of these things. And trust me when I tell you, you will be shocked at how much you can learn just for free. So don't let the tech stop you. Also, get over the idea of things being perfect. Sometimes it's going to look weird. Sometimes the words are going to be covered. I mean, sometimes the music isn't perfect. Still post. Doesn't really matter. Okay, and the final one that I'm going to use here is fear of judgment. Now, there's some more that I'm going to go into on my series on TikTok and Instagram, but right now I'm just going to go with this last one because if you are struggling with what people are thinking about you, let's remind you something here. Number one, it's less about what they actually are thinking and it's more about what you think they are thinking. Like, I'm the kind of person, I'm just going to be 100% honest, that if someone doesn't text me back, if someone, if I don't hear from them for a while, or if I see that they're doing something with someone else and not with me, I can take that personally. My go-to is like, what did I do wrong, right? Are they mad at me? That's just something I've always struggled with. And the majority of the time has nothing to do with me. So I think a lot of times we create these stories. We believe that people have these feelings about us that are not actually the case. And if that's you, and if you're struggling in that idea of like why people are going to laugh at me, they're going to talk about me, they're going to say things about me, they're going to share this with their friends, and they're going to, I'm going to be the laughing stock of the friend group. Just know that most likely you won't. And even if you are, why is that enough for you not to grow your business? Like, to me, all I care about is growing my business, making more money, sharing my impact with more, inspiring more, and sharing my message. I mean, honestly, that's really it. I love helping people with their video content, with their personal brand, with getting online. So if I'm going to stop that because, Joe Schmo, who used to live across the street from me, is talking crap about me, like, so be it. They're talking crap about me even if I'm not on video. Right? Like, if you already don't like someone, you don't like someone. If you like someone, you're going to like them a lot more once you see them on video. Video is your best way to get close to your audience. It's your best way to get closer to the sale. It's your best way to get what you're looking for out of marketing. The reason why we spend all this time creating content and going on, creating these carousels and taking photos and sharing our message and creating podcasts and videos and it's all to get the word out. So if I told you that creating video is the fastest way to do that and would have the most ROI, especially in a place like TikTok, why wouldn't you do it, right? Anyway, just that is today's episode. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a 10-stepper. And if you guys are still interested in getting on video, if you know that you want to grow your business on video, if you know you're ready to do it, you just need the accountability. You need someone who can help you implement. You would love some auditing and some feedback on the way to do it and the how-tos and the best practices and helping you script the videos out. Join Show Up on Video. I have 2 spots left. The link is going to be below in the show notes. Have an amazing rest of your week.